personal salary loans. Get up to 400 million with a repayment of up to 84 months at a 16% interest rate. Get a response within 6 hours and move with confidence. Absa, your story matters. Terms and conditions apply. Absa Bank Uganda Limited is originated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits are protected by Deposit Protection Fund up to 10 million. Terms and conditions apply.
Museveni warns MPs on corruption, absenteeism in public service. Muslim leaders reject claims that Islam permits kidnapping, ransom and killing of captives. And Spain imposes border controls against Italy as row over Ceuta migrant influx intensifies. A very good afternoon to you. Welcome. I'm Triumph Dak-Ker, Laloyo, the news at 2 Omega FM. President Museveni has called on NRM members of parliament to strengthen oversight of government programs and take a leading role in fighting corruption and improving public service delivery. Museveni made the remarks during the 3rd NRM parliamentary caucus of the 12th parliament at Speak Resort Munyonyo, where he urged legislators to remain focused on the needs of ordinary Ugandans and the party's goal of socio-economic transformation. The president specifically warned MPs against corruption, urging them to expose practices that undermine government programs and service delivery in their constituencies. He cited the alleged sale of jobs by district service commissions and reports of officials implementing the parish development model, demanding money or kickbacks from beneficiaries. Museveni said PDM was established to help households move out of poverty and should not be turned into an avenue for officials to enrich themselves. The president also directed MPs to strengthen monitoring of government health facilities, particularly the attendance of medical personnel and the utilization of medicines. He warned that government is considering dismissing habitual absentee doctors from public health facilities and replacing them with medical personnel willing to consistently serve patients. Uganda's Muslim leadership has rejected claims that Islam permits the kidnapping of people for ransom and the subsequent killing of captives, describing such acts as serious crimes that have no basis in the teachings of the Holy Quran and Sunnah. Deputy Mufti Sheikh Muhammad Ali Waiswa and Uganda Muslim Supreme Council National Chairperson Professor Dr. Muhammadi Luwega Chisambira condemned video clips circulating on social media in which two convicted individuals, Hajara Nakandi and Abbas Musa Buvumbo, allegedly linked the 2018 killing of businesswoman Susan Magara to what they portrayed as an Islamic religious obligation. The two were among 9 people convicted by the High Court in connection with the kidnapping and murder of Magara, who was abducted for ransom before she was killed in 2018. Speaking during the burial of Haja Turkiya Ndibaise in Nakalama, Iganga district on Friday, Sheikh Waiswa said the suggestion that Islamic teachings sanctioned kidnapping for ransom and the killing of captives was false and contrary to Islam. He described the circulation of the videos as evil and inhuman and called on authorities to investigate those responsible for distributing them. He said Islam does not permit Muslims to abduct innocent people, demand ransom or kill captives, stressing that such acts cannot be justified as religious obligations. Moving on in our news, the Gulu Regional Referral Hospital Maternity Ward has registered a sharp rise in the number of deliveries conducted at the facility. The sharp rise has been attributed to the mass sensitization, increase in access to antenatal care visits, great hospital reception by the staff, and the upgrade of the maternity services at the hospital. The hospital used to record between 4 and 5 deliveries a day, 40 to 70 in a week, and about 250 to 300 deliveries in a month. But currently, on a daily basis, the hospital delivers 10 to 24 babies 100 to 140 deliveries weekly and between 500 to 600 deliveries monthly. Speaking to Mega FM, Rosa Kumolok, the in charge of the maternity ward at Gulu Regional Referral Hospital, the hospital's maternity ward said the hospital's maternity ward has the capacity to conduct even thousands of deliveries in a month. Akumu noted that the maternity unit currently has about 92 beds to serve mothers and newborns, and attributed the increase in deliveries to more mothers choosing to deliver from the regional referral hospital due to improved services and trust in health workers at the facility. Our news father says police in Nwai district have launched investigations into the case of a serious road crash that left 4 people injured on Friday along the Anaha-Oluyo Road in Anaha Town Council. The crash involved 2 Bajaj motorcycles registration number UEF 105W and UEX 490W. Preliminary police report indicates that one of the motorcycles was allegedly forced into the opposite lane after being sideswiped by a speeding vehicle, leading into a head-on collision. The victims, whose identities are yet to be established, were rushed to Anaha General Hospital for treatment. Nwai District Traffic Officer Kasule Ogwal confirmed the report, saying investigations into the crash is ongoing. According to the 2025 annual police crime report, Uganda recorded 26,044 road traffic crashes. The news from elsewhere says Spain has imposed border controls on all air and sea travel from Italy as a row between the 2 EU countries intensifies. The measures, which started at midnight 22 o'clock GMT and will last for a month, come a week after Italy introduced similar restrictions following an influx of about 78,000 migrants from Morocco into the Spanish exclave of Ceuta. On Friday, Spain demanded Italy reverse its checks by Sunday. Rome said they would stay until at least 15th August, when it said Spain expects a new wave of migration to hit Ceuta. The crisis has pitted Spain's socialist leader Pedro Sanchez against Italy's conservative leader Giorgia Meloni, who has long called for stricter EU migration rules.
Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund up to 10 million Uganda.
Well, in our business, Uganda has registered an increase in coffee export for the month of June compared to May and April this year. In June this year, the country exported coffee worth $175.5 million, approximately 651 million Ugandan shillings, compared to 571 billion Ugandan shillings in the month of May and 578 billion Ugandan shillings in April. According to the monthly coffee update released on the Ministry of Agriculture's website, the country's coffee was mostly exported to Italy, India, Sudan, and Germany, among other European countries.
Was sponsored by KCB Bank. For people, for better. KCB Bank Uganda is regulated by the Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund up to 10 million Uganda shillings. T's and C's apply. Sports news.
Well, in our sports, the Gulu District Football Association, GDFA, has unveiled 18 clubs that will compete in the 2026-2027 5th Division League season. Speaking to Mega FM, the Gulu DFA General Secretary Anthony Papira said the new season marks a new era for grassroots football in Gulu, with the association expecting strong competition and growth of the game. The 18 clubs are Blue Zone FC, Gulu Bethel FC, Gulu City Lacho FC, Gulu Football Academy FC, Gulu Winterberry FC, and Gwengdia United, among other clubs. The association is well preparing training on the new licensing system, which is still under development, to improve player identification and verification during the season. And that wraps up the news our team had for you for 2 o'clock on Triumph Dak-Ker Laloyo. Thank you. It's Mega FM.
That was Mega News, keeping you in touch with the latest news and info.